right, everybody, February 16, 2023. Now, some of you may have seen a lot of these objects I'm about to show you. I'm actually reposting some of this because there's been a theme going on, specifically in the month of February, where these weird anomalies and shapes have been coming out of the sun, specifically on the corona side of the sun, which is the immediate edge. And these two images you're seeing pop up are from the UFO Sightings Daily channel, an awesome UFO researcher, and he's been catching these things as well. So I felt like it was appropriate to recap this video I posted a while back, because it is nearly impossible to not notice these things, and certainly impossible to not talk about. But I feel like it's necessary in this time to give a little reminder of the amazing sights that we can see on the SDO cameras of the sun. I just want to remind you, I do have a lot of material coming out about current events, current sightings, and the massive amount of news going on this topic, among other things going on all over this world. All right, here comes that clip now. I hope you guys enjoy it. As I was watching the sun for different filament explosions, CMEs, you name it, these are cameras I watch on a daily basis, and I could not help but notice this shape that began to form and then held place long enough as if it was sticking out of the sun to get its picture taken. And there was no way that I was going to pass up the opportunity to take that picture. And with a little enhancements and minor changes to the already existing image, this quite literally looks like some sort of being or creature that is just forming or popping out of the sun. I didn't know if my eyes were playing tricks on me or what, but every time I looked at this picture over and over again, I could not help to notice how perfect of a shape it took to look as if it's some sort of being, or at least got lucky enough to catch this perfect image and absolutely not have to share this with you all. Now, let's not get too crazy here. I'm aware that the sun can make some very weird, odd shapes when it has these explosions or these filaments, but to now have these two images side by side and with a little bit of imagination, this is very, very cool stuff. And please feel free to share these images, post them yourselves if you want to give credit to the channel. That would be wonderful. But it's not just these sun filaments that were very cool. We've been catching things that quite literally look like ships shooting past the sun. But again, I don't want to take up too much of your time, but I do want to show you some of the new ones I have captured over the past few days. And I'm very aware that some people out there believe these are just anomalies or camera glitches, but some of the detail that is captured in some of these what look to be streaking objects either next to the sun or shooting out of the sun are quite amazing to look at. In fact, in this new image right here, you could see that it is clearly not coming from the sun, but it is shooting up past the right side of the sun. I added the Earth scale there just for some reference, even though we can't tell how close or far back these things are to really be able to use the Earth as a tool, but nonetheless, these things capture my attention every time I see them. In fact, in this image right here, which I haven't shared with you yet, we can clearly see that it's either in front of the sun or being shot out of the sun. I tend to believe that these are separate objects that just happen to be caught with these certain filters of the SDO satellite cameras. And please take the time to go back and forward in this video so you can re-look at these images, because a lot of them have different shapes to them. In fact, this one has more of an elongated shape that could possibly be related to a cigar shape, as the term used in the UFO community. And if we go ahead and compare it to one like this that actually went viral on the internet when we posted it back in March of this year, many UFO channels picked up on this and noticed the saucer shape to it. It almost looks as if it has lights around the edges. And again, to be clear, I'm not calling these specifically spaceships. I'm calling them anomalies that look very, very odd and out of place. In fact, here is another round one that went semi-viral on the internet that looks like a different angle of that same disc type shape with these little light anomalies around the edges. And you can see where the arrow is. It is actually on the left side of the sun, as opposed to the cigar-shaped one that looks as if it's coming from the sun or passing in front of it. Now, not just the SDO, but also the LASCO cameras, I seem to be catching these anomalies as well. As you saw on your screen right there, it flashed very quickly, but I took a screenshot, and it's almost as if it has the shape of a bird or some sort of craft with wings and a back tail. Just a very odd anomaly to see on these cameras. Long story short, my friends, I just wanted to share these awesome images with you. I know some of you may have seen some of them in the past. As I said, some of these have actually gone viral in recent months, but the weird sun creature, I'm dubbing it, was definitely brand new. I wanted to bring that to your attention and compare it to the sun zombie. I know these are pretty wacky names, but I don't know how else to describe these things without at least having a little bit of fun with it. But with that fun comes a lot of research and a lot of detail and a lot of work, and I just hope you guys appreciate this type of material because I really enjoy producing it for you. All right, my friends, there you have it. I want to thank you all for taking the time to watch this video. Shout out to Canada. And thank you again to the UFO Sightings Daily channel for having the eye to capture these things as well. All right, my friends, take care. Bye-bye. Stop right there, my friends. If you have not already, click that subscribe button and don't forget to hit the bell icon. Click all and you will get all notifications from this channel. And trust me, you won't be disappointed.